What's going on, people? Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend thus far. Hope you guys are bracing for the week up ahead. I am here bringing you an impromptu review because I just got sent out this tub by my good friend, my brother from another mother, Robik from Apollon Nutrition, the concoctor of all their crazy, insane pre-workouts as well as their delicious proteins. If you guys haven't seen my top 10 proteins of 2024, I urge you to click the link down below. I'm going to pin the comment. You guys can check out that video, as well as my top 10 daily drivers of 2024. The entire month of December, there's going to be a total of 9 videos being released, covering pretty much everything within the fitness realm, giving you my top list of 2024. So subscribe if you haven't yet, because there's going to be crazy content coming. And not only am I releasing crazy top lists for 2024, I'm also doing reviews in between. So busy month here on the channel. I'm going the extra mile to bring you guys the best content of 2024. With that being said, I have my good friend Robik to thank for this, because he sent out this incredible new Isoblast protein. And yes, Isoblast did make it on the top 10 proteins of 2024 list. And this one here is unlike any other flavor that was released in the past. This is very special and dear to Robik's heart. This has a personal connection because this protein here is his grandmother's special jelly raspberry donut recipe. And he made that entire recipe, that unique recipe that his grandmother created. And he spent 2 years getting it just right and morphing it into a protein isolate that us gym bros and gym addicts can take, enjoy, and reap the benefits from. It's absolutely insane. Now, I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to try it after I go over the macros. We're going to go over it together, and I'm going to try it right here for the very first time. I did open the tub to smell it, and it smells freaking ridiculous. It literally smells like a fried jelly donut. I don't even understand the science behind it. I don't know how you could replicate something so accurately where it literally smells like a freshly made donut deep fried. I don't understand how that works. I don't get it. But this here, guys, is the tub. And this is a very special Hanukkah recipe created once again by Robik's grandmother. And this is the Sufganiyot flavor. Sufganiyot in Hebrew means raspberry donut. And it does say it in Hebrew here, actually. If you guys can read Hebrew, it does say it in Hebrew. I think that's a very cool touch. And of course, once again, this recipe is created by Etella Leybovich, which is Robik's grandma. And it says right here, in loving memory to my grandmother, Etella Leybovich, Robbie. You see it right over here, guys, right over here. So thank you so much, because man, I have a really, really good feeling about this one. And I think it's incredible that we created a Jewish Hanukkah-themed protein. I've never seen any company do that. Robik is Jewish, as am I. So I think this is really, really cool. And yeah, it says it in Hebrew right here, Sufganiyot, raspberry donut. Look at this, guys. Check this out. Which other brand is bringing you proteins like this? I think this is really, really freaking cool. And just the little cherry on top of all of this is the fact that this actually is certified kosher. Now, I've never looked at kosher certifications. I don't keep kosher, but I don't think the other proteins that are made by Apollon Nutrition are certified kosher. And I thought it would be funny that this protein come out and it actually says Sufganiyot in Hebrew, and then it wouldn't be kosher. I thought that was really funny, and I was kind of curious to see, just for my own sake and for my own amusement, to see if it would actually be kosher or not. And it actually is certified kosher. So I think that's really cool. And I think that's a nice touch. It really completes the entire package. But look, let's just admire this tub for a second, guys. You best believe I'm going to be keeping this tub. I'm never going to throw this out. And one of these days when I do meet my friend Robik in person, I'm going to get him to autograph this tub for me, because this is a special one. Once again, you have the graphic here. You have the acknowledgement to his grandma. And the best of all, guys, check this out. You actually have the entire recipe here. That's right, guys. His grandmother's special, unique recipe right here on the back. So if I do want to cheat on my diet and break it, I got the recipe right here to get it done. You got the raspberry donut recipe, the entire thing. And there's some cool stuff in here. You got some granulated sugar, unsalted butter, superfine sugar, all-purpose flour, a couple of other stuff, guys. I'm not really good when it comes to baking, but a nice addition here is 4 teaspoons of apple brandy, which I think is freaking incredible. So definitely a unique recipe here, a little bonus, if you will, from Robik in loving memory of his grandma. So I freaking think this is really cool, but we're going to try this, like I said, here on the video for the very first time. I did open it to smell it, but I haven't tried this yet. So we're going to try this out, guys. But before we do that, we're going to go over this label, and I'm going to tell you what I think of these macros. So it should be no surprise to anybody watching this channel that High Stim Ace is a big fan of Apollon Nutrition, especially when it comes to their proteins. Their Isoblast isolate protein actually came in at the number 2 spot on my top 10 list, and their Formula X came in at the number 1 spot. They're both freaking amazing. They're essentially tied for me, but I did pick Formula X over the Isoblast because it does have the casein inclusion. It's a nice 50-50 blend, and I do like it. I think it provides some unique and interesting benefits. Once again, guys, if you haven't seen my top 10 proteins of 2024 video, definitely check it out. I pinned a comment. You guys can click the link and watch that video. But with that being said, we're going to get into the macros. And serving size here is 1 scoop, coming in at 31 grams. Servings per container, 26. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. In the back, it says suggested use as dietary supplement. Mix 1 to 2 scoops of Isoblast in 6 to 12 ounces of cold water within 30 minutes of your workout. Isoblast may also be consumed any time of the day between meals or can be added to your meals, i.e. oatmeal, to help you build the lean muscle and recover faster with a blast of protein. So we're going to go over the macros right now, guys. I've already went over macros for previous proteins from Apollon Nutrition, but for the sake of this review, we're going to go through all of this, and we're going to begin with the calories. It comes in at 120 calories per scoop, which is really on the low end. Very, very good. I don't see proteins go under 110 usually, and even then it's kind of rare. 120 to 140 is the standard, so this is definitely on the lower end. And again, it kind of blows my mind. How are you getting a jelly donut flavor that has that fried smell to it? How are you able to get that into a 120 calorie scoop? I don't understand it, guys. I don't know the science, but it's mind-boggling to me. We got 1.5 grams of total fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 3 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of that being fiber, less than 1 gram of total sugar, 24 grams of protein, so absolutely beautiful. If you take 2 scoops, which High Stim Ace will, I will take 2 scoops, then you're getting 48 grams of protein for 240 calories. Freaking ridiculous macros on here, guys, especially when you're cutting like I am pretty much all the time. We got 130 grams of calcium, sodium comes in at 80 grams, and potassium at 170 grams. Okay, and then when you have the further detailed breakdown of the whey protein isolate, it comes in from sunflower lecithin, yielding 24 grams of protein out of the total 28. So 24 actually yielded grams of protein. I love that they break it down all the time. And then you have the other ingredients. Not going to go through all of this, but we got MCT oil powder, we got non-fat dry milk, and a couple of other stuff here. This is very, very typical and very basic, but also a small list of ingredients. Once again, I'm not going to go through the entire list of ingredients. I don't usually do that for my reviews, but very minimal. There's only like 5 or 6, maybe 7 ingredients in here, and it is sweetened with sucralose. All right, guys, so now that we got done going through this label, let's actually do the taste test, okay? Because like I said, I've opened this, but I haven't tried it. I'm going to try it right here for the first time. Let's open it, and you're going to see the powder. It's a nice whitish kind of powder, maybe a little bit of a hint of yellow, but pretty much a white powder. And we're going to do the smell test right now. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. How do you do this, Robik? Bro, how do you do this? This is crazy. It literally smells like it smells like what it is. It smells like a homemade raspberry-filled jelly donut thrown into a deep fryer. It literally smells like something my mom would make. I come from a Polish family, so my mom, my aunts, they all are into baking, and it literally smells like a fresh dough made donut, right? Something made freshly, was injected with a little bit of raspberry and literally dropped into the deep fryer and just came out and sprinkled a little bit of powdered sugar on it. This is what it smells like. Holy crap. This is intoxicating. This is absolutely insane. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fish for the scoop over here because we always have an issue when it comes to getting the scoop. A lot of times USPS likes to bang the package around and shake it up, and then what happens is that the shaker, scooper, whatever you want to call it, it actually ends up all the way in the bottom, but I am happy to report that it is right here in my hand. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this into the shaker cup right now. All right, guys, so I got my transparent shaker just so we can see if everything mixes up properly. Got my filtered Brita water. Once again, I am not sponsored by Brita, but if you guys over at Brita are watching, I've been using your products for a very long time, so why not throw a bone High Stim Ace's way and give me a nice little sponsorship because I'm always using your water, guys, okay? Gotta save money from that bottled water. But anyway, I got about yay much. So it comes in at about 16, 17 ounces, more or less. I think this is like a 24-ounce cup. So yeah, about 15, 16, 17 ounces, more or less. That's how much I like. And again, I specifically chose water because first reason is I'm always cutting, right? You can take the crappiest protein, add milk to it, and it's still going to taste pretty good because milk has thickness, it has richness, it has creaminess. So by its nature, it's going to elevate whatever protein. Even if it's the crappiest protein you're getting from Amazon, you mix it with whole milk, going to taste pretty good, right? So the true test is to mix it with water, which is neutral. Now, we're going to go ahead and get in 2 full scoops and try this out for the very first time. I am so freaking excited because this smells ridiculous. I just got back from the gym. I don't know if you could tell, I got a nice pump going right now. So I'm pretty excited about this. I haven't had a post-workout shake yet because I knew that I was going to be doing this review. I literally got the package from UPS as I was leaving the house to the gym, and I rushed over to grab that package because last time UPS kind of screwed up my package, and I was really pissed off about it. So luckily for me, it arrived in one piece, no issues. Apollon Nutrition always ships super fast, by the way. I get my stuff in one day. It's crazy. But then again, I am in Brooklyn. They're in Jersey, so it is what it is. Now, as you could see, the powder is sitting up here. We're going to go ahead and shake it. It's already getting a little bit of that raspberry color. We're going to go ahead and shake it and see where we end up. All right, voila, we got the protein right here. It's got a nice reddish, pinkish kind of color to it. It doesn't seem like there's any lumps or any chunks in here. It doesn't seem like there's any clumping issues, which is great. That's a big win. I usually never have issues with Apollon Nutrition when it comes to clumping. Their manufacturing formula is perfect, in my opinion. There are other brands that do have issues with clumping, even brands that I like, okay? I'm honest, guys. I'm unbiased. No matter what, I'm always telling you the truth. But here we have it, okay? Oh my God, it smells so good. The raspberry actually comes out a lot more now that you mix it in with the liquid. When you're smelling it straight from the tub, right in here, you're going to get more of that pastry, fried donut kind of flavor with that powdered sugar scent. But when you mix it in, the raspberry really comes out more and becomes way more prominent. So we're going to make a toast. Happy Hanukkah to all you guys watching. I don't even know when Hanukkah is. I think it's closer to the end of the month. But cheers to you, my friend Robik. Cheers to Apollon Nutrition. Cheers to Grandma Etella Leybovich. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I have never, and I mean never, had anything like this in my entire life. This is the most unique flavor of protein, nay, the most unique beverage that I ever had in my entire life. I've never had anything with this flavor profile in it, and it's absolutely overloading my senses right now. I'm not used to this kind of rich burst of flavor. It's a flavor profile that I've never experienced in this kind of combination or in this consistency before. I've had my share of jelly donuts, guys, more than I'm supposed to, okay? But I've never had it in this form before, and it's blowing my mind how accurately it translates over to this liquid. It's mind-boggling. The raspberry definitely takes center stage. It's not a regular raspberry kind of flavor. It really is a raspberry jelly kind of flavor. Essentially, the filling that they put inside the jelly donut, that's the flavor that's going to come about. It's rich, it's creamy, it's thick, not overly sweet, which is great. So you're going to drink it. You're going to get that raspberry flavor with a little bit of that powdered sugar flavor to it. But you're going to get an aftertaste of that fried dough pastry. And to reiterate, this doesn't taste like the cheap kind of donuts you get, those mass-produced garbage you would get at a Dunkin' Donuts. It doesn't taste like a Dunkin' Donuts jelly donut, okay? This tastes like something that was literally made at home. Again, I come from a Polish family, so they're very into cooking and very into baking. I'm a good cook. I don't know how to bake, but my mom, my aunt, and my grandma, when she was still alive, they used to make donuts all the time, get that fresh dough. They're going to drop it in the deep fryer. It's going to come out. It's going to be light. It's going to be puffy. It's going to be airy, not too heavy. And it's going to have a nice, natural, homemade flavor to it and an aroma that you just can't describe in words. Then they would powder it and inject the jelly right in. So my grandma used to use blueberry jelly. This obviously is meant to be a Hanukkah donut, which traditionally uses raspberry jelly, right? Sufganiot, raspberry jelly donut. And that's what you're getting in here. You're getting the raspberry flavor coming down really nice and smooth. And you're going to have an aftertaste of that oily fried pastry, but not like a super oily, greasy, nasty kind of thing. It's very subtle. It's very in the background. It's going to linger on your tongue for a little bit, and it leaves such a nice, pleasant aftertaste. There's no whey aftertaste here whatsoever. Like some proteins will have a little bit of that whey flavor, especially isolates. By the way, isolates are a lot harder to actually flavor properly. Whey concentrates, ones that have blends, and a lot of times they're underdosed, they usually taste better because they're easier to get the flavor profile down for. This one here, it's an isolate, so it must have been even that much more difficult to get this flavor done, and they absolutely nailed it. This is freaking delicious, guys. Oh my God. Out of this world. I've never had anything like this in my life, and my mind is still processing what's going on in my mouth right now. This is freaking crazy. But guys, can you expect anything else from Apollon Nutrition? They're number one for a reason, okay? They got the 2 first spots on my top protein lists. The Desperado made it as the number 1 daily driver pre-workout of 2024. And we still got many, many more lists to go. We got another 7 lists to go. And I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, Apollon Nutrition is going to take a lot of spots. Whether they're number 1 or not, I'm not going to reveal, but there's going to be a lot of Apollon Nutrition on my upcoming lists, okay? They're a great brand, one of the best brands in current history, if I'm being honest. An absolutely incredible company, ran by good people, kind-hearted people, generous people, and man, I'm just so humble to be affiliated with this brand and be able to bring you these reviews, guys. I'm really humbled and honored, and once again, thank you so much, Robik. I know how much this means to you. I know how much work went into it and perfecting this product. And you, my friend, did an absolutely incredible job. 10 out of 10, will buy again. So that's it, guys. That is the review, bringing it to you as objective as possible, as I always do, no matter what. If people send me stuff for free, if I spend my own money on it, I will always be 100% straight and transparent with you guys because you, my viewers, come first. And that's why you know that High Stim Ace is reliable. And no matter what, I'm always going to tell you how it is, even if it hurts me in the long run. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, like the video, comment below, tell me if you're planning on picking up this flavor. They also did just release their other flavor, their salted peanut flavor, which is absolutely incredible. Going to be reviewing that one as well in the near future. I did a little first impressions on Instagram. If you want, I will link it down below. You guys should be following me on Instagram. If you're following me on YouTube, there's no reason you shouldn't be following me on Instagram, okay? I post a lot of content on there, a lot of sneak peeks, behind the scenes, and pretty much everything going in the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. You're going to get teases and peeks and exclusive content on Instagram as well. So High Stim Ace on Instagram, give me a follow. I'm always down to chat if you guys want to talk about supplements, if you guys want to talk about workouts, life, self-improvement. I respond to everybody, guys, and you guys should definitely hit me up on there, okay? Follow me while you're there as well. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like it, comment below, share the channel, subscribe to the channel because I got a lot of content coming that you don't want to miss. I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody, and have a happy Hanukkah. High Stim Ace, signing off.